5 single behaviors you must stop or tame to find the woman of your dreams, plus tips for becoming committed.
Have you ever used one of your tried and true pickup lines on a woman who was not really impressed by it? A guy will often adopt certain communication styles, mannerisms, and behaviors that worked for him while he was single. Perhaps it helped him impress an average-looking girl who found him funny or charming. Or it even allowed him to have a few one-night stands or fleeting relationships. Spending time in a comfortable relationship is relatively easy, while developing attraction and chemistry with a girl you genuinely want and desire is so much harder. The illusion of success with women you don't want gives you a false impression that makes you resist accepting a hard truth. The woman he is really looking for would never agree to date the current version of himself. In an ideal world, men would love to be able to continue playing around without much restriction or restraint, yet still somehow attract the woman of their dreams. Unfortunately, unless you stop or tame the behaviors, habits, and mindsets from your single days, you will find it quite difficult to seek out the girl you are looking for. You often have to become the type of man your dream woman would want you to become before you are ready to attract her into your life. One of the first steps is to stop or tame the unconducive behaviors you adopted during your single days. You often have to clean out the weeds in a garden for new plants to grow and eventually bloom. This video will discuss the 5 single behaviors you must stop or tame to find a girlfriend. We are also going to share 3 valuable tips to either curb or course correct each one. The Better Playbook is all about providing you with inspiring and practical dating tips and strategies to help you better connect with the women you want. So stay tuned and smash that like button to like this video and subscribe to the channel. The first single behavior that is holding you back is keeping too many options open. As hard as it is to admit, interacting with and pursuing too many women simultaneously is time-consuming and quite distracting. As much as you would love to be able to text or call the woman you slept with a week ago whenever it pleases you, keeping that option open will often distract you from finding and pursuing the one you truly want. When you spread your focus too thin and wide with women, it's also bound to make you less focused in your career. Pursuing too many female options will often impede the focus and energy you have to reach your goals. Whether it be keeping old flings around, interacting with too many women, or going on too many dates in a given time frame, too broad a reach often means too limited a focus. So, how do you avoid keeping too many options open and hone in on pursuing the one you want? Tip 1. Go all in on your purpose. One of the best ways to not give yourself the option to keep too many options open is to pursue your purpose in life and give everything you have to reach your goals. You will not have the time, inclination, or energy to keep too many options open when you give everything you have toward your path toward greatness. Tip 2. Limit the number of interactions on dating apps. If you are on dating apps, hold yourself to a set number of matches or live interactions at any one time. That number will vary from guy to guy, but typically is no more than 3 to 5 at any one time. It'll make it easier to give the women you want the attention they deserve. Tip 3. Limit the number of dates you have per week. This forces you to choose the few women that truly pique your interest. A good idea is to often have a brief phone conversation prior to deciding whether or not you're going to actually go on a date with her. When you limit the number of dates you have at any one time, you keep yourself mentally fresh and excited when you do go on that date with a girl who truly interests you. The second behavior, which is a result of spreading your focus too wide, is not making staying in shape a top priority. Beyond the obvious health benefits, keeping yourself in tip-top shape has both physical and mental advantages as well. Having a powerful physique is likely to help you improve your posture and sculpt your body to look and feel more powerful. Exercising regularly also helps improve your mood and lets you develop the physique that is bound to help you attract the women you want. So, how do you make it easier to stay in shape? Tip 1. Incorporate a social element into your workout routine. Don't underestimate the social element in physical exercise. Whether you join ClassPass, a gym with active classes, or find a workout buddy, working out with or alongside other people is bound to keep you more accountable and motivated. Tip 2. Schedule the workouts in your calendar and set reminders on your phone. Do everything you can to schedule your workouts in advance. Schedule them and hold yourself accountable to get into a consistent routine. Finding friends to join you will make it easier. Tip number 3. Consider hiring a personal trainer to get you going. It might be beneficial to hire a personal trainer for those who need an extra push, especially at first. A good fitness coach will help you come up with a workout plan and guide and motivate you at every step of the way. The initial phases are often the hardest, so this will lay the foundation for continuing the workouts on your own. The third and perhaps most destructive single behavior is not limiting or eliminating porn. Let's face it, porn is addictive and can desensitize you to the point of not being able to connect well with women. Additionally, multiple studies have shown that men who practice semen retention report having more energy and even being in a better mood. By limiting or eliminating your porn consumption, you are more likely to raise your level of energy and enhance the passion with which you can pursue the woman you want. It will also break years of conditioning yourself to get stimulated over fake women and fake fantasies. If you feel like curbing it altogether is very hard, try simply gradually reducing the frequency of consumption. So, how do you limit or eliminate porn? 1. Channel more energy toward physical exercise. When you are physically active, you channel your energy towards your body in a good way. It also helps keep you mentally in check. You are thus less likely to have pent-up energy, anxieties, and frustrations you feel like you need to release through watching porn. Tip 2. Challenge yourself to either limit or stop porn consumption. Perhaps you go from watching it every day to every other day, or 2 to 3 times a week to once a week. It's okay to start gradually, but important to stay consistent. When you reflect on your week, ask yourself, is there a difference in the level of desire you have? Are you interacting with women any differently? Reward yourself for either stopping or watching it less. Creating a positive feedback loop will help you avoid getting tempted to slip back into watching porn. Tip 3. Understand the success price you are paying for this habit. Educate yourself on the link between motivation and semen retention. Watch YouTube videos, read blog articles, etc. Does settling for porn mean you settle in other places in your life and are thus not becoming the best version of yourself? You will be surprised at just how much this habit is holding you back in other areas of your life. The fourth behavior, which is a result of having no direction or motivation, is not actively pursuing personal development. Men typically believe they need external validation to feel a certain sense of satisfaction, pride, and achievement. They need a better job, a higher salary, more money in the bank, a nicer car, or other external signals. In reality, a high-value man understands and recognizes that he needs to develop himself from within to be attractive to other women. Jim Rohn has a famous saying, "Your external success will never surpass your level of personal development." Becoming the best version of yourself starts by fully committing to your personal development. So how do you actively engage in personal development? Tip 1. Buy 3 popular books or audiobooks on personal development. Ask yourself, in which areas of my life would I like to improve the most? Is it in my relationship with women? The way I handle money? How do I start my mornings? Read book reviews, listen to samples, and look out for recommendations that help you discover content that can inspire and educate you. Tip 2. Write down what made you successful in general and with women in specific. What do you consider to be your best qualities or beliefs and behaviors that have contributed to your success? Connect to the positive feelings associated with what makes you stand out. Then, from a positive, non-judging state, consider what behaviors and mindsets might have held you back. Start by thinking about this more generally, but then gradually think about how this applies to women you met or dated. Look at it impartially and don't slip into negative behaviors that might lead you to blame any of those ladies. Tip 3. Adopt one growth-oriented practice to better connect with yourself. This could include meditation, yoga, finding a way to prime yourself, journaling, etc. Better connecting to your breath and finding ways to use it to regulate your emotions has proven to be quite beneficial. The last behavior, which is not necessarily single, but as a result of living life too vicariously, is not living life with intention and purpose. A guy who is not pursuing his purpose and/or not moving towards his goals will typically find it harder to attract the ideal woman into his life. You have to push yourself to set goals that allow you to live life at your real edge. It means you are constantly stretching your capabilities and growing into a better version of yourself to attain your goals. This is not only guaranteed to make you more successful, but also more likely to be perceived as a high-value male. Women are most attracted to leaders who are in command and making a meaningful impact. Contrary to what women state, they don't actually want to be your number one priority. So, how do you live life with more intention and purpose? Tip 1. Set a vision and goals for various areas of your life. Write down big, audacious goals for different areas of your life. Specify why these goals are important for you and who you would have to become to get there. Make your goals SMART, as in specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Review and connect with them on at least a weekly basis. Tip 2. Develop an action plan around those goals. Ask yourself, what actions do I have to take this quarter, this month, and this week to move toward my goals? By being intentional, you will better connect to where you want to reach and stay motivated along the way. Write down a quarterly, monthly, and weekly action plan that allows you to go after what you want and need the most. Tip 3. Plan out your week and use a planner. Once you have a bigger vision laid out, you need to start the habit of planning out your week. Pair up your goals with meaningful tasks and activities that will move the needle and allow you to get there in the best possible manner. Use your planner to write it down, remind you, and hold you accountable every step of the way. In order to attract the woman you truly desire, you need to grow into the best version of yourself. That means adopting certain habits and behaviors conducive to making you ready to connect with her when she crosses your path. Before you even think about attracting the girl of your dreams, you need to practice self-control and unlearn the single behaviors we have covered in this video. Why should you care? If you try to catch it all, you will catch nothing at all. Unconditioning yourself from these single behaviors you have come to see and accept as the norm is a gradual process. It will require your patience and persistence. You need to practice making the right small daily decisions that move you in the right direction. The Better Playbook is committed to providing you with the right tools and mindsets to date smarter and pursue the women you want. We hope you enjoyed this video and get a sense of how much work we put into it. Please be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay in the loop. Which single behavior we covered do you feel like has held you back the most? Are there any others you think are relevant? We would love to hear your feedback.